good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Coffee with Carrie. I'm going to get these mics right. I need to order new mics. So good morning. Grab your coffee. I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on YouTube. Grab a notebook. Yeah. How's everybody doing? I'm in Florida. It is not warm. This morning when I woke up, I was freezing. I'm glad I had like the comfy PJs, but it is not warm here. I think this morning it might have been 43 degrees. I got up, I was gonna do my hair. I don't have a curling iron here. I was like, thought I did. I thought I did. So good morning. Grab your coffee, brand awareness. Maybe this is not the brand. How's everybody doing? So tell me, where are you watching? I might be able to get away with glasses today. Maybe, yeah. So where are you watching from? Okay, Kissimmee last week. Mark was here. Mark was here. I wasn't here. So yeah, where are you watching from? How are things going? I'm gonna switch my microphone. I'm switching my microphone on YouTube. So yeah, how's it going? We got California, so you're up bright and early. Thanks for the tip on the expires. I have a seller client. Okay, I want to like screenshot that. Thanks for, I'm telling you, what I teach you guys, it really does work. You just got to do the work. Can you imagine? We got Russia in the building. Okay, hey Russia, how's it going? See that makes it even more exciting. We got New Mexico, we've got California, I've got Chicago, I've got Florida. Where are you watching from? North Carolina, you're on my time zone. Hey Jennifer, grab your coffee, grab your water. Some of you kind of know the scenario down here in Florida. We got some water on the first floor, not from the hurricane, although we did lose some shingles. So we had some water, so we had to replace all the floors on the first floor. Real life of ownership. So we got this suburbs, Chicago suburbs in the building. Let's talk about brand awareness. Take a second and click on that little airplane and let's invite some people to watch this morning. Let's wake some people up. Let's rise and shine, everyone. Get up, join us. So yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So how's real estate? Did anybody watch my replay on It's the Final Countdown? I did not give you an automation. So if you really truly want to watch my free masterclass, the link is still in my bio. I'll add it to the YouTube live once I'm done. Or if you literally go to my Instagram and go to my profile, it is under the link tree. So I should have done an automation, but I was traveling with a dog yesterday, real life, so I didn't get to it. So how's everybody? How's real estate? How's real estate going? Inventory is still low. Inventory is still extremely low. So today I want to talk to all of you about building a brand or brand awareness. How many of you you'd like to have a brand online, or you just like to be known for something? Some of you might already be known for something. So tell me in the feed, how's real estate? Business has been phenomenal. Okay, Kelly. See, that's good to hear. Some people don't realize that real estate is what you put into it. It's almost like if you want to be successful with learning another language, if you want to learn a new trade, if you want to learn something new, it only works if you work. So if you truly do not work the business, you are not going to be successful. So here, I'm like switching my screen here. I want to see, yeah, I'm on YouTube. So hey, everybody. Hey, Cayenne over on YouTube and Instagram. All right, so again, I want to talk to you about building a brand. Grab your notebook. Each day you have an opportunity. And when I say notebook, like I'm for real. Like for real, get a notebook, and Coffee with Carrie, you should grab the same notebook. So you do know that I finished the whole Coffee with Carrie like segment or like book. I just now have to upload it to Amazon. So that's my goal. That is my before Thanksgiving goal. So real estate has been good. 4 investors have bought with me. And once rehab is complete, then 4 listings go up. Okay. I also have had a few deals with selling lots, but all is good. So grab a notebook. I got to figure out what I want to put in this notebook because it almost feels like a Bible. So I got to make sure I make that good. So each day you have an opportunity to build a brand, right? You got social media, you've got email, you've got networking, you have your giveaways, with education, maybe even direct mail. I'm going to ask all of you this question. What do people know you for in real estate? What do people know you for? Like, people know, many of my friends, they know I am an identical twin, right? Some of you know I'm an identical twin. So some people also know that I am known for the techie real estate agent. I used to edit television. I used to manage demo equipment for a big company. I teach technology to real estate agents. Tech comes easy to me. So I'm known for that. I'm also known as the data agent because I am intentional on using real estate data. So I'm known for the data agent. I'm also known for going live on social media. People make you feel famous when they see you outside. I'm like, but that didn't happen overnight. So again, are you telling me? What do people know you for? Tell me in the feed, what do people know you for? Or how about this? What do you want people to know you for? So, and again, building a brand takes time. Now, could happen overnight. I have been watching some real estate agents. I saw one agent go from 2,500 people on TikTok to now 11,000 using AI. I thought that was kind of cool. Now you could easily go viral overnight, or when you least expect it, or because you've been consistent. Some people think that this just happened, like I just arrived, and I don't even think I'm where I could be on social media, because even this past like 2 weeks, because of the NAR conference, I came right home to teach the accredited buyer rep class. So Monday this week, I taught ABR. After the ABR, I'm like, I gotta go get my nails done, because that was the only time I could get my nails done. Tuesday, I had to do 3 one-on-ones, and thank you for everyone for showing up. So 3 one-hour sessions with agents. Then I had a board meeting. After the board meeting, I had to go get my eyelashes done. After that, I came home, went to bed, taught the second day of ABR on Wednesday, and then I came home. It's snowing. I had to shower, change, and go to an installation. And if you're outside with some folks like Sheena and Nikki, I didn't get home till 1 a.m. And then Thursday, I get up to teach new agent training. And then I'm like, okay, I can end at 11:30. I had to go get a nail fix because I broke it. Then I packed up the dog, got dropped off at the airport, and here I am. So creating video was hard, although I did try. So I have some things in drafts, so I'm gonna figure that out. Yeah, the lash appointment was important. But here, my point is life can, change things. And I had to schedule it. I had scheduled these things a few weeks ahead of time because I knew if I didn't schedule it, I was not going to get in. So again, I'm asking this because some of you might feel like, ooh, this is hard. And building a brand might feel hard, but then sometimes life kicks in. So when I say some people think I got here overnight, no. I have been, first of all, I used to teach Bible study. I used to teach you how to break down the Bible. I used to teach tech to adults for free before I started getting paid. I So yeah, like Microsoft, Excel, how to use the internet, how to use the mouse, believe it or not, because that was a thing once upon a time. Like, some people didn't quite get it. Like, could you imagine not knowing how to use this or your 3 fingers on a Mac? Like, these are things that I used to teach. So getting here overnight did not happen overnight. As a matter of fact, you could not have paid me to do this in high school. And some of you might know my story. I am the person that I was always better in a group. I'm still like a group. If I could do something with someone else as opposed to doing it by myself, it is just always easier. You could not have paid me to stand in front of anyone and talk. I'm going down. Well, I'm sure I was going to faint. I was great with being a cheerleader. I was great in the band because there was a group of us. So nothing happens overnight. It happens with a decision and consistency. So again, getting here and being able to talk to you and feeling like it's normal. Because sometimes you watch people go live and they all of a sudden, or you do video and you're like, well, how are you today? And then you get all professional and you're like, it's not you. You know, it's not you. It's because you think you have to do something different, but people need to know your authentic you. Like, you might cuss, I'm not recommending it, but you need to just be you. So again, I didn't get here overnight. It happened over time. And again, creating content is still not easy. You have to make a decision to get it done. Doing video was not easy, and I got better at it over time because I do it consistently. I told you about my TV, yeah, all of that. So let me ask this next question. So I asked you, what do you want to be known for? Tell me in the feed. Like, I want to be known for the agent trainer, and I'm a trainer. I can do a keynote, but I truly know how to give you the step by step, and I know how to get you to make decisions to do the work. And I can't make you, but I know how to get you to do the work. So when I ask the question, what do you want to be known for? I want to be known for the instructor that actually gets agents to close deals. I do, because when you come up to me, or like Cayenne just saying, and I know Cayenne shows up, that she's got 4 investors and they're being renovated. The other agent that at the beginning of this live said, Carrie, thank you for the expired tip. I have a listing. That to me is, I've won the day. When my real estate agents, because I know some of you are here, when you show up, because I have another class I need to teach my agents, but when my agents close deals, and my agents have access to me more than you do, so it's really important that they close deals. But when an agent, Rebecca said, you cuss a lot. Look, I want you to be your authentic you online. But again, what do you want to be known for? So let me give you a story. And I'm just here's the spoiler alert. I don't know what TV shows you watch, but here comes the spoiler alert. But let me read this first. I want to be known for being a successful realtor, guiding people in one of the most important investments they'll have. I want to be known for a successful entrepreneur. See, and some of you are going to be in the ABR. I think I'm probably one of the last ABR classes in the United States on December 6th and the 13th, right? Squirrel. But it is online, and you can go to mainstreetrealtors.com and sign up. Anybody can go. It is still at no cost. So here's the spoiler alert. So I was on a flight coming back to Florida, and I like The Diplomat. I actually like the political shows. I really like Madam Secretary. And so if you've never seen Madam Secretary, the 2nd episode or the 3rd episode, did anybody watch Madam Secretary? Some of you need to watch it and pay attention. Let me tell you. So, and I'll give you the spoiler alert on The Diplomat in a second. So the 2nd or 3rd episode in Madam Secretary, when they asked her to be the secretary of State, she, regular, comfortable, no swag, no professional look. And she realized she needed to fix herself. So she was like, get the stylist. And I'm saying this to some of you because we get so comfortable in the world of real estate. Now, don't feel like I'm picking on you. I cannot see that you are still in bed this morning. I cannot see that you have not brushed your teeth yet. I cannot see that you haven't brushed your hair. I can't see it. Now, you know who you are. I can't see it. But when I saw that scene in Madam Secretary and she said, get the stylist, it resonated with me because there are times when we just want to be comfy. Now, I do believe jeans, some gym shoes, a t-shirt, and a nice blazer can go a long way. I'm not saying you can't be fun. I'm not saying you can't be professional in a clean look. But in the 2nd to the last episode in The Diplomat, so if you're someone that watches, you might want to swipe away for a moment. She realizes she has to be the vice president. And I'm like, ooh, this is getting good. And so, but the vice president says, let me help you. And she said, this is already awkward. I know they want you to be vice president. And she said, let me just help you. And she's like, well, okay, how can you help me? She said, no, do you really want my help? And she said, yes. And ladies and gentlemen, people out there, It is different for women. I am sorry to say this. It is different for women, and it shouldn't be, but it is. And she said, basically, you have bedhead. Your outfits basically are crap. I'm just giving you my summary. And she said, you need to fix that. She said, you need some color. She said, you need to let people know who you are because you show up like you don't care. Brand awareness, and we haven't even talked about, because some of you probably already thought building a brand on social media. I am just talking about brand awareness. You're probably like, Carrie, fix your hair. I own it. I can't find my curling iron. Here's my point is, oh yeah, right? Ouch. If you're going to watch The Diplomat, it is on Netflix, and there's 2 seasons. You got to watch the first season. I love what I think really happens in Washington, D.C. and all over the world, because it makes me look at our congressmen and women differently. I'm like, yeah, y'all know y'all doing something else. But anyway, and it's just, it's for someone that is kind of forced into politics right now. I like it. So my baking page falls into that category right now. I want to be known for running my own business and also being a consultant. So when we say brand awareness, and we're going to get into how you can build a brand online, direct mail, etc., how do you for real show up? How do you show up? And Mark and I have this discussion all the time. I'm like, Mark, I want you to dress like you used to dress when you used to go to church I said used to go to church on Sunday. Because even now people wear jeans and a t-shirt to church. But I'm like, there's something to be said about showing up on purpose. And I don't mean you need to be in a 3-piece suit, but I mean showing up for real, right? Be your authentic you, but can we look a little more polished? And you can have purple hair for all I care, but you can look nice with it. I'm just saying. So Pinterest, hire a stylist. And you should have seen her try to fix herself. She didn't know what to do with this blue suit. She was like, I'm gonna get it dirty. She was like, I touched the newspaper and it's gonna get all over the place. But I now I kind of understood why. Well, first of all, when you watch the first season, she goes to her husband and she's like, can you smell me? I'm like, oh, I couldn't, I was all in every time I watched. I'm like, won't she wash her hair? Bedhead. Anyway, I digress. So brand awareness is how we show up as ourselves. I'm looking at myself, lift my arm on the other screen. All right. So how are you perceived? And you can say, Carrie, I don't care what people think. I really don't care what people think, but how do you feel when you get up, get dressed, and get out the door every single day? I'm not the best at the outfits, but Pinterest is the way to go. You could put together a good outfit. All right. A good suit can elevate your appearance and confidence. Billy, tell everyone. There is something about, or like a tailored suit. So I have a few suits. I have some better suits, the quality suits than others. And I have this really nice blazer, Hugo Boss. And I'm like, it feels better. It feels nice. Even when I wear it with jeans, there's something about a really nice tailored suit. I don't brush my hair most days. I talk about it in my listing buyer presentations, but I always shower and look cute. Yeah, I have to comb. I have to do something with my hair because I got a lot. I'd like to know more, Rebecca. You gotta tell me more. All right. So when building a brand, and this now again, how you show up really does matter. And when you show up, you don't have to do it for anyone else. Do it for you. And when someone says, "Oh, Rebecca, you look nice today," the first thing you want to do is say, "Oh, I just, you don't even have to explain yourselves because this is me." Just say thank you. Because sometimes someone is seeing you in a better light and it doesn't mean they didn't like you before. So just own it to say thank you. All right. So when building a brand, the best way to start is to start, and it's okay to adjust. Some of you already know what you want to be known for, and you've said it. Again, I want to be known for when you call me, I'm going to give you the data. I'm going to follow up as a real estate agent, as an instructor. I want to be known for Carrie's going to tell us how to make money. She's going to actually show us how to do it, not just talk about it. That's what I want to be known for. And I also want to be known for the agent or the instructor that gets you to make decisions to move forward and put in the work and then you convert and you let me know. Like I don't want to just get up on stage and motivate you. I want to motivate you and show you how to do it, and you actually take action. Like that? Of course. All right. So write these down. So yeah, you're getting the tips on, there's actually an app where you can put together outfits. Right now, my app is Pinterest for the outfit. Or, let me give you my husband's tip. He said, Carrie, you cannot go to the store and buy a shirt. You got to buy the whole outfit. Now, there are times when you might have something and you need just to add to it, but you need to take a photo of it. When you go, if you know who you are, like you go to the store, you just buy things and you think it's cute, right? You got to put the whole outfit together or you might not wear it. So yeah, who's coming over to help me get rid of my stuff? So again, when building a brand, the way is to start, and then you can pivot. You can adjust once you kind of figure out what you want to be known for. So number one, write this down. What do you want to be known for? I told you to get out a notebook. What do you want to be known for? Number two, once how are you going to tell people about who you are? So how are you going to educate them? And I don't mean you have to go live and say, hey, I'm Carrie and I'm the number one, first time homebuyer expert, although that could work. So how do you want to tell people who you are? Number three, I'm asking, you need to figure this out. What platforms are you using to let people know who you are and what your brand is? So for me, I have Instagram, I have TikTok, Threads now kind of automatically post, and I have YouTube and I have LinkedIn, I have Snapchat, different story, but I have Snapchat. So I want to be known for the person that is going to give you the information. And I'm going to give, and then you can come see me in a class. So I need you to write down what platforms you are actually using, not just that you have them, but that you are actually using. So number one, what do you want to be known for? Number two, how are you going to get the word out for what you want to be known for? And number three, what platforms are you using? And then in addition to that, not just what platforms are you using, how else do you reach the public? And so I'm going to say, because I didn't write this down. How do you reach the public or the consumer or your network? How are you reaching them? Is it direct mail? Is it email? Is it social media? Is it text? Is it phone calls? How are you reaching them? Is it networking? How are you getting to know people? Is it going to restaurants and knowing the owner? How are you reaching people? Okay. So once you have written those down and you've answered the question, what do you want to be known for? So let me make it relevant. I want to be known for helping first-time home buyers purchase their homes and being able to educate on grant programs. Because when I started selling real estate, we didn't really have grant programs. There was a way to do it with Nehemiah and Partners in Charity, but it was different than asking for a closing cost credit. So I was truly the expert in down payment resources in the early 2000s. So again, the example is, what do you want to be known for? First-time home buyer. I also want to be known for educating on the process, FHA, VA, conventional. And should we ask for a closing cost credit or should we go with a down payment program? Because there's a difference, because you can use a down payment program, but it's also working with the lenders that understand, because not every lender has access to the down payment program. So what do you want to be known for? Then number two is, how are you going to let people know what you do? So for example, number two was, how are you going to let people know? And so for me, it is, you could use ChatGPT. So I could use ChatGPT to say, I work with first-time home buyers, and working with first-time home buyers, what do they need to know? And of course, you could use Cloud CMA because you got the steps of home ownership. I was just at a really large brokerage, and I love how they repackaged their buyer packets, although you still have Cloud CMA. Don't make this hard. Use the tools you already have. So you could use Cloud CMA to talk about home ownership. So I want to educate on home ownership. I'm going to use ChatGPT to give me ideas for social media. I'm going to create content for my social media platforms. And so maybe I'm going to go live, and maybe I'm going to go live once a week. And let me tell you, for those of you that are like, ooh, Carrie, this feels like a lot. Remember, every Friday now, Black Friday, I'm going live, but the 6th and the 13th, I got to figure that out. I might have to get up really early because I have to teach ABR. So come see me in the ABR class. So I go live every Friday, 9:05 a.m. Central, 10:05 a.m. Eastern, 7, what time is it? Yeah, like 7:05 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, California. So I'm consistent. And so now this is a way, this is how I'm going to educate. So so what platform? So now we're on number 3. So I said, what do you want to be known for? My example is first-time homebuyers. Number 2, how am I going to educate? I'm going to educate on the process. I'm going to educate on down payment resources. I'm going to educate on FHA, VA, conventional loans. And maybe that's not my expertise, but I can interview a loan officer. I'm going to educate on inspections. I'm going to educate on if you're going to work with an attorney. I'm going to educate on things you need to know when you are in the process. So all of that I'm going to educate on. I think you could do that for the whole year and nothing else. Number 3 is, what platforms am I going to use? If I were giving you strategy today, based on your age, Facebook, based on your age, Instagram, TikTok, all of you need to use LinkedIn and YouTube. If you were like, oh, Carrie, really? You need to create a blog post on LinkedIn once a week, and you need to post on YouTube like Instagram every day. Okay, once a week, but every day. Because YouTube has changed the game, because over 90% of users right now, and I want you to be on TikTok, but 90% of users are all ages. So you need to be on YouTube. So if you're an association watching, if you are a realtor watching, if you are a brokerage watching, I'm speaking to my agents. If you are my agent, you need YouTube, because YouTube now gives you the ability to post. Just like Instagram, YouTube also gives you the ability to create 2 1-minute videos. It's going to be 2, I think maybe December 1st. And then number 3, you like that? And then number 3, you can create long form video. So you can post just like you can on Instagram. So you need YouTube, and YouTube is owned by Google. So it's searchable in Google. And even if I use ChatGPT and ask for a video, ChatGPT will find it on YouTube. So you need YouTube. 2025 goals, YouTube. If you're my age, you gotta have Facebook. Yeah. Number 4, so how do you reach the public? So you could use social media when you're building a brand and never do direct mail or email. But here's why you need, let's go with email. You need email because you own the database. You own the database. Now I'm going to tell you, everyone under a certain age, they're not checking email like we did. So you have to, that's why I still believe you need direct mail. I'm coming back to direct mail to educate. I'll tell you that strategy later, but not just for our clients, but also to educate associations, realtors. I need to go back to direct mail. I don't get mail like everyone else. You need okay, all right. You need YouTube training. Okay, are you in the coaching call today? Because for those of you in the membership, 11 a.m. Central, I have a coaching call. So we can talk about whatever you want. I can talk about YouTube. I can show you YouTube, all of it. So if you're in the coaching call today, I'll start with YouTube, because I didn't, everything is all things sellers this month. So yeah, we can talk about YouTube today, and I'll record that. So again, reaching the public, you need direct mail, costs money. But if you're like, here, I don't want direct mail, you need email, because you need to own the database. Because what happens when Meta goes down? People freak out. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't reach my clients. I can't reach anyone. You need a way to communicate. So you might want to invest in a texting tool, a CRM with text and email, but you need a database, and you need a backup to your database. You need a backup to the backup to the backup. So those are my 4 areas. So number 1, I said, what do you want to be known for? My example was first-time home buyers. Number 2 was, how do you want to, what do you want to educate on? So for me, since it's first-time home buyers, everything first-time home buyers, FHA, VA, conventional, grant programs. Should we just ask for a closing cost credit, market data, buyer's market, seller's market, stable market, the steps to home ownership, all of it. So that was your number 2. And by the way, you can use ChatGPT to help you. You should be logging into it every single day. If you're not watching Mina and I on YouTube Sunday mornings early, you can go back and go click on my live channel in the podcast, because I go live on YouTube every Sunday. And then what platforms are you going to use? If you're 50 and older, I highly recommend this thing called Facebook. But I am strategic on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I am recommending that you make it. So 2025 goals, if you've already written them, add to your goals. Sub goal, Carrie said, I need to post on YouTube like I post on Instagram and Facebook. Because so there's someone else that I watch, Audria, and she has been testing another platform because we are not using Facebook like we used to. And so Facebook, even when I get on Facebook, I'm irritated because it's just not the same. And I even have to teach another class on Facebook so I can stay relevant. And I really want to make sure my Facebook groups are relevant and my Facebook business pages, but you really have to pay to play. So if you're not, so first of all, you can either pay to play to build a brand, if you're using Meta, or you can use direct mail. And I want to get the people into my database. So, so number 2 was, yeah, we're educating. Number 3 was what platforms. I just told you mine. Again, you definitely need LinkedIn to blog, and you need to use YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, I also have a section on ChatGPT. I show you how to use the basics of ChatGPT and how you can use LinkedIn every single week. And then how do you reach the public? Again, direct mail. It can be email. And direct mail can push people back in. And the other way you reach the public is paying to advertise on social media. And you don't have to spend a lot, but 2025 goals, whenever you close a deal, you definitely need money for advertising. Of course, you need money for taxes, but you definitely need to figure out how to advertise on social media. So here are the key points. You ready? When you're building a brand, you need to think about how you want to be perceived. So when you get up in the morning, and this is going to be hard for some of you, it's hard for me. Ask somebody to tell you how you look, and don't go off, like, say, what do you think when you see me? And let someone be honest with you. Find someone that loves you and is going to tell you the truth. Because some of you might need a new bra. Did I say that? Some of us, let someone be honest with you and tell you. And then take it in. And if you're like, oh, that's really not true, this is what Pastor Randy Morrison years ago said. If someone is giving you criticism and you're like, that's not me, don't get offended. Just put it on the bookshelf, let it sit there and let it resonate, because it could be true and not true. So ask someone to tell you, to have them, let's start, let me make it easy. Let someone, have someone give you a social media audit. Say, when you go to my social media, what do you think? And if someone says, you're all over the place, say, okay, write that down. I'm all over the place. How can I fix this? You might need to clean up your social media. Ask someone to tell you, when you see me, what do you think? And it could be, I love how you look. You're always fun. You're always comfortable. And we know you as the fun, comfy realtor. Okay, great. And someone might say, I always wonder why your shoes are always dirty. I'm that person. I never cared about my shoes. Never, ever. And let me tell you when I started to care about my shoes. And remember, we always hear Oprah talks about the aha moment. The aha moment for me was one of my first clients in 2001 was a Mary Kay rep. And she was introduced to me by my sister. She bought a house and we would talk, and I said, so how do you pick the people to become Mary Kay consultants? She said, I'm going to tell you. I go shopping. She said, I'll go into Nordstrom Rack and I walk around, and she said, and I look at how they're dressed, not if it's expensive, and I look at their shoes. And she said, if their shoes are clean, they care. And she said, if they care about their shoes, they care about themselves. Doesn't mean they had to wear makeup. And I went, okay. So I literally stopped driving in heels. I stopped driving in my shoes, and I care about my shoes. So it was that aha moment. Because remember, at the beginning, I said, you have to, how do people perceive you, and let someone tell you again, it could be as simple as let someone audit your social media, and when they tell you the truth and they say, oh, you're all over the place, let them tell you. And it doesn't mean you have to change, but how does the public perceive you? And so my next statement was ask someone to tell you how, for me it was the aha moment was my shoes. And I mean dirty flip-flops, dirty like I mean, do I have a bad pair of shoes for walking in the grass, doing the garden? Absolutely, because something always gets bad. But I literally care about my shoes. And it was the Mary Kay rep that made me say, oh, people that, and I don't really care what people think, but I wanna feel good. I want to look good. So those are some key points. And that was just, I wanted to go back to what we talked about at the beginning. What do people think when they see you? And ask the question. And if you don't want to ask a family member, ask a friend. When you see me, what do you think? And if someone is telling you, they're not necessarily trying to hurt your feelings. They are telling you. Right. I like when Marky did it. She was like, I needed a good bra. Because if it's not, if you don't think people notice, then they notice. And if you can't take it from a good friend, and good friends are going to tell you the truth. They don't want to hurt you. They just don't want you to look bad. Because I'm going to tell you, one day Sheena was like, see your Spanx. I was like, uh-oh. So I want to know. I want to know. All right. So key points. Number one, social media is free. So you can leverage social media every single day. Social media doesn't cost you anything. It's harder to build an organic following today, but social media is free. Make a commitment to use it. Number two, you only have to make, so my number two was what you have to do is make a decision to use it. That's number two. Number three, leverage Canva. Here's why you want to leverage Canva. The benefit of Canva is there's already templates. You can go to Canva and look up all things real estate. There is a template for YouTube. There's a template for Instagram. There's a template for Facebook. There's a template for LinkedIn. There's a template for TikTok. And you can use Canva's AI to create videos with your photos for your listings. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. And again, you can use Canva for free. I do recommend that you consider upgrading. I recommend that you upgrade for the full version of Canva. What is it, $10 a month? You can afford it. Just don't go get that one drink from Starbucks, because with 2 pumps of what, a vanilla, and by the time you get done, it's $10 anyway. And don't go to like the downtown areas or the airport. You're paying a lot. All right. Number four, if you get off track, because that was me the last 2 weeks. Why? Because the last 2 weeks, I was at the NAR conference. I taught ABR, and you already know Monday was the nail appointment, Tuesday training, board meeting, eyelashes, Wednesday ABR training, women's council, stayed out till 1 a.m. and then get on a flight. So I'm back. I think I'm going to go live every day next week. And then number five, if you get off track, come back. Number five, start and make it easy. Keep it simple. Post once a week. If you posted once a week, starting now, all the way through next year, that's 52 weeks of content. I'm going to challenge you to go with two a week, 2 posts a week. And you can use Canva and use the templates. And if I were to go to Canva right now, here, if I were to go to Canva, I'll show you in a second. And let's say in Canva, I decided to create a design. I could go to Canva, create a design, and let's go with, we'll go with an Instagram post. For those of you that don't know, Instagram now allows 20 images. You can come over to Canva, and when you're in Canva, you can click design, top left-hand corner. Once you click what you want, Instagram, and I can put in, let's say, real estate tips. And while this is loading, for those of you in the membership, we have a coaching call at 11 a.m. Central. And so I can find real estate tips. Here's one that says 3 real estate goals. I have one that says seller tips. I have one, let's see, quick home sale. And you can choose to add more than one image, because remember, you can add 20. Quick home sale, it says, and it gives me 3 tips. I could literally just post it like this. But because I have the upgraded version of Canva and I have my design colors, I can choose my style, I can choose my company colors, I can select brand kit, I can change the colors in my, there we go. Then I can simply upload my logo. I'm going to show you what this looks like in a second for those of you that are still watching me live. And you can always come back to this. So I added my company logo. Whoops, we don't want to do that. So company logo. And I'm done. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's already created. So the cool thing about using tools like Canva is if I were to go back over to templates, you can really, I could put in real estate agent and you could talk about you every single month or once a week. You could come here and put in real estate tips and you can find tips. You can go find the carousels. There is no reason why you can't create content. You could hire someone if you want, but these are already done for you. And I added the company logo. And if I really wanted to, I could get rid of the background. Boom. And then I can go to my mobile device. I could name this and download it. So why aren't you leveraging tools like Canva? And that was my number 5. That was my number 5 of the key points. My other one is number 6 is integrate social media into your direct mail. If you can't afford direct mail, some of you need to go back and watch the videos that I talked about. Well, last week I talked about pre-foreclosures. And so every single week you could pick 4 different cities. So I'm in Kissimmee. Now I could just do Kissimmee and I could just mail to pre-foreclosures. In Illinois, because I'm more familiar with Illinois, well, I could mail to, let's say, Berwyn, Cicero, Stickney, North Riverside, and just look for the pre-foreclosures and mail once a week. And I'm probably mailing 15 a week. You can afford that. No excuse. You can afford that. So when I say integrate social media, you could mail pre-foreclosure mailers. Then I can always say, want more tips? Follow me on social media, scan this code. So if every time you mail, you should always have a redirect. People should be able to find you on LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok. The goal is you need to make sure people know who you are. So they could go watch a video. You could actually have a QR code for a video that you do on pre-foreclosures. And then you can say, oh, who's that? So if I'm mailing to pre-foreclosures, the goal is integrate social media into your direct mail so you have brand awareness. So let's say, let me give you the tip. Let's say, why is everything crooked today? So let's say I go to my MLS and I pick the city I live in and I look for people that have rented out properties. I'm looking for buyers. And we'll talk about this even in the ABR class when we talk about where your leads come from. I could mail to everyone that has rented out a property in the last year. And then I can say, scan this QR code to learn more about home ownership. And they scan it, they subscribe to my YouTube channel, they watch the video, and then maybe in the video, there's a link to sign up for a free webinar. I could do a Zoom webinar. There are so many ways you can build a business and build a brand just by using social media. And if you integrate direct mail, you don't have to mail 100 postcards. You could be very strategic using predictive analytics. There's so many ways you could do this. So I gave you a pre-foreclosure option and a buyer option. Yeah, tonight. And if you're watching the replay, this is over. But I'm teaching for our MLS. I'm teaching InfoSparks. Yes, it's 6 p.m. on a Friday night. Why? I don't know. But they're not letting me record, so you got to show up. All right. And if you're in my area for the MLS, just go to training.mredllc.com. Training.mredllc.com and sign up for my class today. tomorrow and next week. And if you're like, Carrie, I missed this, I'm watching the replay late, just go to that same website and search for the instructor. I'm always teaching. And then number 7, add your social media to your business cards, to your digital business card, to your about sections on your social media. Have a redirect. And in your MLS, when you update your digital business card, because in my MLS everywhere, Florida and Illinois, you can find me on social media. So how can we find you? You have to have a redirect. So there you have it. So do you have any questions? Are there any questions over on YouTube? Let me go look. Any questions? And for those of you on YouTube, the website is training.emredllc.com. So sign up for those classes. I love using InfoSparks for listing appointments. Clients are always amazed. Well, I'm taking a screenshot. Here we go. This stuff really works. This stuff really works. So if you haven't had me in an InfoSparks class, please sign up. It is for Illinois agents, but if you're in my membership, there's a whole section on how to use InfoSparks, because I know Southern Florida has it. I know Illinois has it. I know Georgia has it. If you have showing time, you might have InfoSparks. Yeah, so you can join me in the ABR class. The ABR class is December 6th and December 13th. Please register if you can be there all day. It is from 9 to 4:30. There will be an hour lunch. It is on a webinar. If you're in Illinois, you will get continuing ed. Even if you're not in Illinois, the value is once you finish the application and you've taken another certification or designation, you get the ABR for a year at no additional cost. It is worth just the training, and it is only free to the end of the year. And if you go to Main Street Realtors with an S.com, you can sign up today. But sign up if you can show up. Don't just, now if you're taking it as a refresher because you already have the ABR, that's different. All right. If you are in Illinois and you go to the link in my bio, you can find my schedule. But if you want the MRED classes, it's training.mredllc.com. Any other questions? No one is putting their questions in the question mark. If you are on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you are listening to this on the podcast, thanks for listening. Yes, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.